Hi everyone, and welcome back to my Not So Berry Legacy Challenge Mid-Generation episode 12. So as we start this episode, I really want to try to make some progress on the Strangerville aspiration just because it's helpful that her needs are always taken care of, but it gets pretty old pretty fast, always having to deal with her being possessed every night. So at the end of the last episode, after ending the episode, I just had her go to sleep. And then, of course, she woke up at 1 a.m. possessed. And I just played through her being possessed, which takes, like 3 hours. And that got us to what time it is now, about 4 a.m. in the morning. And I just came straight to the lab. We're going to scan. We only need one more spore to get 15. And then we can actually create a spore cluster. So it says collect 15 spore clusters. So we only needed one, so perfect, she has that. And then it says assemble the hazmat suit. Find a hazmat suit and a spore filter, then combine them in your inventory. Okay, so essentially after you get your 15 spores, this starts glowing red. So we can actually come over here and construct infection profile data. So we're going to come over here, and I just think it ties so well into being a scientist to do this aspiration, because if you're just like a normal civilian with like no scientist background, how would you know how to do all this? So I think it makes sense that she's doing this and her career is a scientist. But we're using the 15 spore clusters we have to try to analyze them and see if we can learn anything from them. So we're going to fast forward for her doing this. This is actually working on her logic skill, which is perfect because we do need to get the logic to a level 10 this generation. We also need Mischief to be a level 10 as well. And it says Marlee's diligent analyst? I don't know. Of the collected spore cluster has paid off. Take this infection profile data to a Strangerville scientist to see if they have any helpful information. Okay, so we officially have this little infection profile data, and we know scientists usually gather at the library in Strangerville, so we're gonna head there. Now, I am really excited because we have 3 days off from work, so we can really focus on completing the Strangerville aspiration and, just working on our relationship with Caleb and everything non-related to our career. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. Is there a scientist here that we can kind of schmooze? There is this girl, Leanne. Okay, well, let's have her come over here, and we might as well, since we're here at the library, let's go ahead and hack our work performance a little bit, try to get that a little up, so hopefully we can get another promotion. We are currently level 4 of the scientist career, and then we know we need to make friends with one of the scientists because they're not just gonna help us if they don't know us. So we can potentially make friends with Leanne, who's a little bit older than us. She's an adult and we are a young adult. It would be kind of cool if we could make friends with somebody our own age. So I do kind of want to wait and see if anybody else shows up. Let's fast forward a little bit. Do we know any scientists? I don't think so, but we might. Let's check. We know Leanne, obviously. I don't think anybody else here is a Strangerville scientist. We have the scientists who are actually going to work with us and everything, but yeah. Also, we could technically put Sarah in the graveyard, but we all know how I feel about Sarah, so not really something I want to do, if I'm being honest. Okay, this is just a librarian. I don't know if any scientists are going to show up. Is this another adult? Yep. I don't know if there's any young adult scientists. I think they are all adults. I mean, she's already talking to Leanne though, so maybe we just continue our relationship with Leanne and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and ask her about her day. And then we can talk about Strangerville a little bit. I feel like that would make sense. Strangerville investigation. See, they're not going to do it for just anyone. We need to have a better relationship with her for sure. Okay. If you can provide me with the spore profile data, I can craft a breathing filter to protect your lungs from this infection. Okay, so she pretty much offered to help us, but again, we need to get to know her a little more. And I don't think there's like any young adult scientists that we can befriend, or is this somebody here? No. So maybe we should just befriend Leanne then, and then maybe we can give her like a little makeover, and maybe we could even have her join the actual scientist career with us, so she would be like an actual coworker, because that would be kind of cool. It would be nice if we could be friends with somebody our own age, so like they don't die earlier than we do, but I'm not seeing any young adult ones, so I'm just going to keep talking to her. We'll ask her about her career, ask her to hang out, talk about being a vegetarian, and I love that she's able to do this while working on her work performance. So we are definitely being a little bit of a multitasking queen. Let's discuss some interests with her and talk about the warm temperature. Temperature is actually just still strange. We still have strange weather. Not seeing any other scientists really spawn in the area, unfortunately. So it looks like we're kind of stuck with Leanne. But that could be fine. Let's see. We can ask her to pursue her dream job. Let's ask her about hobbies and stuff like that. Please don't leave. Perfect. Okay. We'll ask her about her day again. She dislikes video gaming. Why? Let's talk about handiness. Ask favorite color. And we'll discuss logic puzzles with her. I feel like that's something a scientist would discuss. Still not really seeing anybody else in the area. We have this guy who's conspiracy. Yeah, she looks like really the only scientist at the moment that we can really bond with. Okay, we can finally ask her to craft a spore filter. So I don't know if we're just kind of using her just for this one aspect, or if she can potentially be a future friendo, but this is Leanne. And it just says working smart is better than working hard. Marlee's hacking her work performance is better than both. So we did do a successful hack of our work performance, so hopefully that can help us with a future promotion. And then in addition to that, it says, whoa, you did it. Let me analyze this infection profile data, and I will send you a spore filter in the mail soon. Keep digging, and you will find a vaccine for this infection after all. Okay, so that is perfect. Now, before we leave, I would like to see if there's anything in the shop that we can purchase. Because I do think it says something about question. Yeah, it says, and the curio shop owner to get more information. So if we ask the curio shop owner, maybe he can give us something. We shall see. Okay, and the spore filter has already been delivered to our mailbox, so that is exciting. Let's go ahead and question him like it told us to. Friendly. We have to introduce ourselves again to him, apparently. Talk about Strangerville. Question about spores in the lab. There we go. I have a hazmat suit that can help protect you against all spores, but it's missing a breathing filter. I bet a scientist could make you one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's what we just got in the mail. So if I go to secret inventory, can we buy it? We can buy it, but we can't afford it right now. We need 1,000 simoleons. Okay, so that is perfect. Let's head home and see if that spore filter came in the mail because it said it did. So let's go ahead and I don't really want to bring Leanne with us. She does actually look cute when you see her little face right there. Okay, let's go ahead and put the walls up and we are going to get our mail and see if we got the spore cluster thingy. We can actually go ahead and sell these for 10 simoleons. Okay, perfect. And we have the spore filter. So we literally just need to get the 1,000 simoleons and then we should be able to get the suit and we have the part for the suit here. Let's drag this into our thing. Perfect. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I would like her to come in here and experiment a little bit more because we do need to get another breakthrough for work. That should help us with getting a breakthrough and it should help us make some money, which we do kind of desperately need right now. What would be another really fast way to make money? We could transform things and possibly sell them. I don't know if there's anything in the house right now that I'm wanting to transform though, if I'm being honest. I wonder, can we transform these things? Because alone they're only worth 5 simoleons, I believe. Yeah. What happens if I come out here? No, you can't transform this. Darn it. Okay, but she is working on her next breakthrough, which is perfect. So I'm going to have her do that until she gets the next breakthrough. Okay, and it looks like she just had it, which is perfect. So when we next go into work, we should definitely get a promotion as long as we do good. Let's have her stop, and we are going to sell that. And we also have this, which we got at work, which I guess we can put out. Not sure where we can put it, but we can put it here for now. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And we will set the color to mint, of course. That does look super cool. Okay, all right, so we need to make some fast money. So I think the best technique to do this is going to be to kind of abuse our little invention. So I guess the cheapest object we can get maybe would be like a chair, right? Okay, so these are only 30 simoleons, right? So if we come here in our front yard and transform a bunch of these, can we make some money? Let's transform, 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 transform. And because it's in our front yard, hopefully there won't be any fires, but even if there is, hopefully it won't affect us too much. I feel like the transform is so delayed in my game. Like it almost makes my game want to crash. It did this when I last transformed something at work too. And we have an FBI agent here. Huh. Okay. So there's definitely like a huge delay to the transforming, but it does work still. It does look like we got a little bit of custom content. I thought it would only change it to chairs, but it did not. It changed it to a sink. And this sink is actually from Island Living. Okay. So we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, and we have this. Okay, perfect. So that was definitely a way to earn money fast. A little bit cheaty, but also not cheaty because it's in the game and we did invent it. So let's head back to the curio shop, and now we can officially afford to buy our hazmat suit. So let's go head over. We also have to remember that our mom is dying really soon, so we might need to go check up on her this episode as well, because I'm not sure when her actual death date is. If I check the calendar, she dies. Okay, so somewhere soon. We're not entirely sure when. But let's come buy this hazmat suit before the shop closes. And of course it's about to close. Or no, he's coming in to run it. Okay, perfect. Or she's coming in to run it. She's got Agnes's little hat. Okay. Secret inventory. Alright, so we have to question her before we can do anything. So let's go ahead and friendly introduction. Caleb is calling us. He's asking us out on a date. I'm so sorry, Caleb. I just don't want us to be possessed anymore, and then I promise we will pursue a future with you. Like, I want to have babies with you and everything, but now is not the time. Okay, so we just did a friendly introduction with her, I do believe. We can now question her about spores, and then hopefully we can buy the suit. So I'm just going to fast forward. We can haggle her a little bit, hopefully get the prices down. Okay, so she's not going to let us haggle, but we can officially buy the suit. So let's go ahead and buy the hazmat suit. I think I just closed it out like a jerk. Secret inventory, buy hazmat suit, please. Okay, it says, enjoy your brand new incomplete hazmat suit. I told you it was missing a crucial component. You might want to question scientists about spores. They might be able to provide some sort of spore filter. Okay, so that's perfect because we do have the spore filter already. So I think we can just click on this and combine. Yep, and we now have a modified hazmat suit. So that's perfect. That completed the assemble the hazmat thing, and now we need to transverse to the deepest part of the secret lab. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm super excited to hopefully get this over and done with, and then never have Marlee wake up in the middle of the night possessed ever again. So let's see what we can do, shall we? Alright, let's come use the key card for the third and hopefully final time. I think this is the third time, maybe the fourth time. Probably the fourth time. Alright, we are going to go here, and then I suppose we can just put this on, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and click Wear Hazmat Suit. Today is the Festival of Snow, so that could be potentially fun to do. Look at her! I didn't know. Okay, so like I knew the hazmat part covered you, but I thought we would still see like her blue, not cyan hair on the inside, but you can't because it puts like this little hoodie on. Super cute though. Okay. She's like feeling herself. Very focused. Alright. I do kind of want to get a picture for the thumbnail, so let's go ahead and put the walls up and get a quick photo, shall we? Okay. So now I do believe we can go in here without being possessed. Let's try. And our goal is to travel to the deepest part of the secret lab. So it does look like we're going to be able to. Let's use the key card again. All right. And she's just going without me even telling her to, which is pretty cool. She is getting a little hungry though, so we do need to pay attention to her needs. I find it really interesting that she's just going on her own without me telling her, like, walk here. But I suppose that's got to be somewhat programmed into this. Okay, so we can officially go in here. This area looks super cool. There's a bunch of like stains on the ground. It looks like there's some studying of the alien plants going on. There's like these alien plants and all these little machines. This looks super cool. Okay, I don't think there's actually anything we can do. And look, there's like a bunch of plants growing on the wall. That looks so cool. Is there anything we can do? Can we use the key card? I wonder if we can travel in there, even though like there's plants all over the ground. Oh, and look, it looks like one of the little machines from work, but we can't interact with it, unfortunately. This stuff looks so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. Alright guys, so it looks like we have officially found the mother. We did get credit for traveling to the deepest part of the secret lab. We now need to vaccinate 3 Sims and then recruit 3 Sims to help stop the source of the infection, and we need to defeat the source of the infection. So we basically need to battle the mother, which is this plant here. I'm pretty sure. Can we go through these doors? Or are they just like decorative? That's really interesting. And look how it like goes all the way on the bottom and you can see all the detail. I love that. I mean, I guess we can attempt to communicate. I don't know how well that's going to go. We might only be able to communicate with them when we are possessed. I mean, that's what would make sense in my opinion. How did you get possessed? Please don't kill us. I did not save. I really hope it's not going to kill us. But can we communicate now that we're possessed? Okay, so we are despised by the mother, and you can actually have a relationship with the mother. Look, we're despised. Huh. Okay, so we need to kill this thing. But that's really interesting that you can have a relationship with them. How long are we going to be possessed for? Are we getting pranked again? You have been chosen, they will come soon. Yeah, we got pranked again. Okay. Alright, and we are suddenly not possessed anymore? That's really strange. How do we even go about making a vaccine? It says create experimental vaccine on the chemical analyzer at the secret lab. Test this 3 times on possessed Sims to unlock the ability to create the infection vaccine on the chemical analyzer. Once you have an infection vaccine, you will be able to vaccinate other Sims and recruit them. Okay. Is there one like way down here so we don't have to go all the way upstairs? Yes, we can actually use it now. Remember earlier I was like, we can't use it? Use the infection scanner to scan for spore clusters and nurture a bizarre plant to get bizarre fruit. Okay. So unfortunately we know the bizarre plants are not working at the moment, but luckily we still have the bizarre fruit in our refrigerator that the people left for us that we can use. But as far as spore clusters, I'm just gonna have her scan right here next to the mother, because surely this is like the most infected room in the whole freaking lab. So Yeah. Okay, so we got one. How many do we need? It says... Okay, I don't know how many spores we need, so we're just gonna take... I guess maybe we should get like 15 again, because that's how many we needed last time. And then we do have to run home once more to grab the fruits. So let's go ahead and scan. I do love that this is actually helping our logic, because I do think this is a lot more fun than just sitting down at the chess table to play chess for logic, so I am quite a fan of that, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we have 15, so I'm hoping that will be enough to make at least 3 vaccines. I'm gonna guess each vaccine costs about maybe like 5 spore clusters. Unfortunately, we do have to go home and grab our fruit, so we're gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna come right back and see if we can craft a vaccine before the end of this episode. Okay, I was not expecting this. It says, stop the infection. You've discovered the source of the infection plaguing Strangerville, an enormous mother plant buried in the base of the lab. The only way to get the town back to normal is to defeat the vile creature. Find a cure for the infection and assemble a team to destroy the mother plant. Okay, interesting. Does that mean the sky looks like that now? Kinda, yeah, okay. And the weather is still very strange. Oh, alright, I'll take it. Okay, so we're gonna go in our fridge and we are going to pull out these fruits. I did want to plant one, so it could be like she's studying it in her basement, but unfortunately when you plant them, you can't harvest them anyway, so it's kind of pointless because... See, like this one, you're supposed to be able to harvest, but you can't. So let's just test it to see if it was patched. We're going to nurture this and see if we can harvest from it, but I don't think we can. And in the meantime, I'm going to take these 18 more into our inventory so we can create some vaccines, hopefully. Does it help our relationship with the mother when we take care of her baby plants? I wonder. It's also interesting that like I'm not seeing the mother in our relationships anymore. Like I don't know if that was only a temporary thing or what, but as you can see, we should be able to harvest this bizarre fruit and we can't, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the science lab and see if we can create some vaccines. Alright, so we gotta use the key card again. I hate that it locks every time you leave the lot. I feel like it should just stay open, but I guess it makes sense. Okay, so we can now head downstairs and work on an experimental vaccine. We have 15 spores and 18 fruits in our inventory, so hopefully that will be enough to make at least one vaccine. And again, it's improving our logic. We are now level 4 of the logic skill, which is perfect. And what did it say? It says, Marlee can now read intermediate logic books. Okay. Marlee has successfully crafted an experimental vaccine. Test this on possessed sims to learn how to craft the true vaccine. Received 1 experimental vaccine. Can we... Let's create like 3. Because I feel like we're going to have to test more than 1 sim. I mean, I could be wrong, but... Is this it? That's a weird... I would think it would be like in some sort of needle, but it's not. It's like in a jar. Alright, and then we will make one more. We'll make a third one. So, can we test it on ourselves? Because, I mean, we're infected. I should probably save before we test on ourselves. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, and then let's do some self-experimentation because I really do not want to be infected anymore. Okay, so it says the vaccine seemed to cause some kind of reaction but did not completely isolate the infection. Keep testing on other possessed Sims to see how it will react. Okay, did we get like any change? No, okay. So I think we need to like test 2 more people. So I'm just gonna head to the local library again to see if we can see some like infected people walking around. And then we're just gonna throw the vaccine on them. Okay, so we get possessed in like 2 hours, so we gotta do this before we get possessed. Hopefully that would be nice. I'm not seeing anybody. She is going to use a portable computer, so I will let her do that. What is she gonna do? Troll on the forums? Browsing the web. Okay, you know what? You might as well troll on the forums if you're gonna do that while we wait for somebody to appear that is possessed. It's always when you need possessed Sims, they're nowhere to be found. I hate it. Oh, I found one! I found one! Go ahead and test the vaccine on her, please. Hurry, you only have like 50 minutes before you get possessed yourself. Oh, and perfect, we have him. We can go ahead and test as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the vaccine seemed to cause some sort of reaction, but did not completely isolate the infection. Keep testing on other possessed Sims to see how it will react. Okay, so hopefully we only have to do 3 people. And he will be our third, because we only made 3 testing vaccines, but we shall see. Okay, perfect. We did only have to do 3. That I'm so happy about that. It says, Eureka, the vaccine seems to be isolating the infection. Head back to the secret lab to create the infection vaccine on the chemical analyzer. So we are going to do so. Let's go back to the lab. Okay, so I noticed our relationship with the mother is back here. So I guess the relationship only pops up when you're on the same lot that the mother is on, which is definitely interesting. We have 38 minutes to go, so I'm just kind of having her stay in the area so that when she's done being possessed, we can continue with what we need to do. On the bright side, as always, our needs are good. Okay, and she's finally not possessed anymore. We're going to use the key card. And we're going to head downstairs. Man, it's like a hurricane is going on here. Let's go down, and we are going to... Okay, that's right. We need more spore clusters. So, oh, this room's not like all infected anymore. Okay, does that mean we can only get them if we go all the way into the room with the mother? I hope not, because that would really stink. Let's just go ahead and scan right here and see if we can get any spores. I think I'm going to collect 15 again just because this game seems to like doing things in pairs of 3, and I think we need 5 for each time we do it. Yeah, and I think it said we needed to cure 3 Sims. Yeah, vaccinate 3 Sims so that we can get them to fight with us. So 3 times 5 would be 15. So let's just go ahead and collect 15 more of these. Okay, so that is 10. We need to scan a little bit more. Okay, and it is officially summer. Awesome. Let's go ahead and collect all of these. All right, so we should be able to craft 3 actual vaccines and not just experimental vaccines. So we are going to do that, and then hopefully we can vaccinate ourselves and we will not be infected anymore, because that is what I really wanted to do, because it is driving me insane having her be infected. So that means we actually have to create 4 vaccines, I think. 3 for 3 other people and then 1 for ourselves. I don't know if we will count as a vaccinated sim vaccinating ourselves, but we are definitely going to try. So she already created 2. She's creating the last and final one right now, and we are going to drink the infection vaccine, and let's just pay attention to her infected trait right here and see if that goes away. Okay, it says, I feel so much better. I can think clearly and that terrible sound in my head is gone. Okay, perfect. And the trait did officially go away, which makes me so happy. We still have 2 left, and vaccinating ourselves did not count, unfortunately. So I'm going to have her scan for 5 more. We got the reminder we need to check on mom. Okay. Okay, so let's create 1 final vaccine since vaccinating ourselves didn't count, and for our aspiration we need to vaccinate 3 Sims. And then that will be our 3 vaccines. And then in the next part, we can actually work on vaccinating Sims and recruiting them to help us fight the mother. I'm hoping in the next episode we can complete this Strangerville aspiration, and then we won't have to worry about like things in Strangerville being so strange anymore. Plus, if we complete the aspiration, we will also get the hero of Strangerville, and we will receive fan mail and be able to retell the tale of how we defeated the infection to future generations. I also have something hidden up my sleeve. I don't want to give any spoilers yet, but there is another reason why we are doing this aspiration that will help us out in the future, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this part here, you guys. She is just finishing up this thing, and I think it's so funny that Lilith just showed up out of nowhere. To my knowledge, we did not ask her to come here. So you know what? Let's just administer her the thing and see if it works. As far as I'm aware, she's not infected, but And our brother is asking us to chat. Of course, all of this would happen as I'm trying to end the episode. As far as I'm aware, she's not infected, but let's just see what happens if we administer her the thing. Maybe even though she's not infected, it will prevent her from getting infected. I mean, she is in the secret lab, so I would feel like just being here, she's putting herself at risk to the spores and everything. Sorry, bro, we gotta go. We really need to save our best friend right now. So we just hung up on our brother, and we are now going to give the injection to Lilith. Okay, what just happened? Lilith is vaccinated and is temporarily protected from the infection. Recruit them to help them fight the mother. This is perfect. We can recruit our best friend. So yes, we are recruiting our bestie to help us fight the mother. And it did count as one of the Sims we needed to vaccinate. So go recruit her before she runs away, please. And we got a jealous lesson. It says Marlee is a jealous sim. Jealous sims gain a boost of confidence when near their significant other, but can also get uncomfortable when they are not around them. Okay. So I guess she's a little tense from not being around Caleb, which is whatever. So I think I want to recruit... Where did she go? I definitely want to recruit... What do you... She, like, showed up only to leave. No. You're not doing this. Invite to hang out at current lot. We are definitely recruiting Lilith. I think we're going to recruit Caleb as well. And then I think the last person I would like to recruit... Do we even have any other friends? I mean, we could recruit our brother, but I really wanted to try to become friends with... Is she even on here anymore? I really wanted to become friends with Misty and recruit Misty, which was a sim created by Classy Simmer, but I'm not seeing her on there anymore, which is weird. But focus the camera. Go ahead and recruit to fight the mother, please. I like how, like, we're all in a hazmat suit and everything. If we recruit Lilith, is Lilith gonna be okay without a hazmat suit? Does she need one? Like, I don't want to put my loved ones in danger, you know? Of course I'll help you destroy the mother plant. I am all for clearing Strangerville of this vile infection. Okay. So that officially has one person vaccinated and one person to help stop the source. Okay, so in the next part, we will probably try to recruit Caleb and one other person and possibly fight the mother and complete this aspiration, which I'm super excited to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next part. Bye, everyone.